This is the African News Update on top accolade news. The headlines. Tanzania opposition leader Tundu Lissu faces treason trial. Ivory Coast opposition leader Tidjane Thiam struck from electoral list. Kenya Airways to launch direct flights to Beijing. Algeria hosts EU envoy. We'll start with a focus in politics. Tanzania opposition leader Tundu Lissu faces treason trial. Tanzania's political climate is heating up as prominent opposition leader Tundu Lissu prepares to face trial on treason charges in Dar es Salaam this Thursday, April 24. Lissu, who was arrested after a rally earlier this month, is accused of calling for an election boycott, a move authorities say threatens national security. His party, Chadema, has already been barred from the October presidential race after refusing to sign the election code of ethics, citing a lack of electoral reform. Human rights groups have condemned the arrest and growing repression of opposition voices, warning that the crackdown jeopardizes the integrity of the 2025 elections. Supporters have been urged to gather peacefully at the court, despite police warning of legal consequences for any unrests. Still in politics, Ivory Coast opposition leader Tidjane Thiam struck from electoral list. Tidjane Thiam, leader of the main opposition party, had been removed from the electoral list just months before the October 25th presidential election. A court ruled on April 22nd that Thiam lost his Ivorian nationality when he acquired French citizenship in 1987, dismissing his team's claim that he holds dual nationality by birth. Thiam supporters are crying foul, calling it a government ploy to silence him, especially as other opposition heavyweights face similar exclusions. With the ruling final unappealable, the decision casts a shadow over the fairness of Ivory Coast's upcoming votes. Turning to economy, Kenya Airways to launch direct flights to Beijing. Kenya Airways is soaring to new heights with plans to launch direct flights to Beijing, a move set to strengthen ties with China's booming market. Fresh off a remarkable 5.4 billion shillings profit in 2024, the airline is modernizing its fleet and forging partnership with Chinese carriers to cater to growing demand. With President Ruto championing tourism and trade during his state visit, Kenya is positioning itself as a top destination for Chinese travelers, offering wildlife safaris and rich cultural experiences. Moving to international relations, Algeria hosts EU envoy. The European Commission's Director General for the Middle East, North Africa and the Gulf is in Algiers this week to boost EU-Algeria ties and discuss a renewed partnership agreement. During his stay, which runs through April 24th, he will meet with key Algerian ministries including foreign affairs, energy, finance and culture, and participate in a major EU-Algeria investment conference. His visit aligns with EU's efforts to advance the new pact for the Mediterranean, aimed at deepening cooperation on energy, trade and regional stability. The EU says it seeks to expand beyond existing energy ties to forge broader strategic collaboration in areas like green growth and reindustrialization amid shifting geopolitical dynamics. You are watching the African News Update on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. In health, South Africa's HIV treatment program faces collapse. South Africa's HIV treatment program, once a global success story, is unraveling after the US abruptly halted funding for PEPFAR, leaving clinics shuttered, antiretroviral drugs in short supply, and thousands of health workers jobless. Experts warn of a looming surge in infections, death and TB cases if urgent action isn't taken, with 230,000 doses of HIV prevention drugs stuck due to the crisis. Despite civil society's desperate call for a plan, President Ramaphosa and the health minister have remained silent, risking a public health catastrophe. With 6.2 million people on treatment and a decade of progress at stake, experts demand swift government intervention to save lives. Moving to security, over 300 SPLA-IO soldiers defect to South Sudan government forces. Over 300 soldiers from the opposition SPLA-IO soldiers, led by the first Vice President Riek Machar, have defected to the government-aligned South Sudan People's Defense Forces in Juba. The defectors include 259 officers from Western Equatoria and 48 from Central Equatoria who cited their commitment to national unity and lasting peace as their reason for switching sides. Speaking at the welcoming ceremony, commanders said the suffering of civilians and the president's calls for no return to war motivated the move. National security officials assured the defectors of protection and pledged a swift integration into the national security framework. Now in entertainment, Nigerian music legend Ebenezer Obey debunks death rumors. Legendary Nigerian musician Ebenezer Obey has once again shut down false reports of his death, taken to social media with a firm declaration, "I am alive." The 83-year-old gospel icon dismissed the rumors circulating online as baseless and misleading, assuring fans that he remains in good health and full of gratitude. Known for his spiritually rich music and fondly called Chief Commander, Obey emphasized that his time is in God's hands and not in the hands of fake news. This marks another instance of a veteran artist having to debunk such claims, with similar rumors surfacing in past years. In sports, Zambia under-20 edged Ghana 2-1 in final friendly. Zambia under-20 men's national team wrapped up their preparation for the 2025 Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations with a spirited 2-1 win over Ghana in a thrilling international friendly on Monday evening in Egypt. Zambia opened the scoring in the 21st minute with a brilliant effort, while Ghana equalized early in the second half. But it was Zambia with the final say, netting a stoppage time winner to seal victory. The coach praised his side's composure and intensity as they gear up for the Group A opener against Sierra Leone this Saturday. That concludes our African news update for today. Stay tuned for more African news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Ojarumi Okocha. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.